This is the new MERIDA LITHOS, named after the ancient Greek for stone or rock, and it's been built with a single-minded focus on carrying speed in any terrain. With a carbon fibre frame, 170mm of travel at either end, and Bosch CX and CXR drive units, it's made for enduro riding and racing. But as ever, the devil is in the detail, and there are a lot of details that make the Lithos our most high-performance e-enduro bike ever. For a start, we've used a full carbon fibre frame to provide a lightweight but strong chassis. We've also gone for a removable battery design rather than a fixed unit, because it makes maintenance and travelling with the bike much easier. Plus, this design also gives easy access to cable routing in the down tube. We've really focused in on three key things with Lithos: reliability, durability and versatility. Now, for a start, the bike has a lifetime warranty for Category 4 all-mountain enduro riding and racing use. We also use our flex day suspension system, which gets rid of a bearing on the seat day to reduce maintenance, while the other suspension pivot bearings are large diameter to extend their life, and we also don't use a shock yoke to reduce side-loading forces on the shock. The bike also has a lot of frame protection as standard, with extra large chainstay protectors and heel protectors on both sides, plus all the high wear areas are fitted with protection film from the factory. You can also strip the entire bike's back end with either a 4 or 6mm hex key, and we have one of those stored in the rear axle. Now, there's also a small mudguard here as standard to protect the main pivot bearings, and the bike can be used with our long fender, which keeps you and the bike cleaner in muddy conditions. Now, with our focus on reliability and durability for this bike, it was a pretty obvious choice to use Bosch drive systems, namely the Performance Line CX and the lightweight CXR drive unit. With an impressive 120 Nm of torque, they're more than powerful enough to get you up technical climbs, while staying within a responsible amount of power for e-bikes. Bosch systems also have excellent reliability, and their worldwide service backup is second to none, with support networks in pretty much every country if you do need spares or repairs. All Lithos models come with the high-capacity 800 Wh battery as standard, but you can also run the 600 Wh battery to reduce the overall weight by around 900 grams and make the bike even more agile. If you're running the smaller battery, we offer a matching cover too, which makes the whole profile of the down tube slimmer as well. This versatility in range and weight is matched by handling versatility too. You can run the standard mixed wheel size setup for an agile ride, but you can also go full 29 for maximum speed without messing up the geometry of the bike thanks to a flip chip in the seat stay. All the bikes also come with their own 30 to 230mm tool-free travel adjustable dropper post as standard, plus long straight seat tubes, so you can get maximum post travel no matter what height you are. This also fits in with that agilometer geometry system, which allows you to choose the handling of the bike based on frame reach rather than seat tube length. So you can choose a long reach for stable handling or a shorter reach bike for agility, all while getting a proper bike fit. The bike also has versatility when it comes to cable routing, running our neat wireport cable management system as standard, but you can now also run the cable through the thermogate vents in the head tube if you're a regular component swappler or just like fettling. The bike ships with a spare headset cover too, so you've got everything you need to run either setup. The Lithos also has some key changes on the geometry to suit the focus of this bike. Now, compared to our longer travel E180, it actually has a much longer chainstay length at 447mm rather than 435. That means it loses a bit of flickability in the turns, but makes it much more stable when it comes to climbing steep climbs and in flat corners. We've actually balanced this out with a much higher front end too, so the bike helps your confidence and control on really steep and technical descent. As ever, we use steep seat angles, 78.5 degree on this bike, and that keeps your weight forward on climbs. And this bike also has a relatively slack 64-degree head angle for stability on steep terrain and also in bumps. One of the advantages of using carbon fibre for the frame, as well as it having immense strength for the weight, is that by adjusting the way the carbon fibres are layered together when we make the bike, we can actually change the ride feel. This engineered flex, known as compliance, is really important. If a bike is too stiff, it will feel harsh and tiring to ride, and there'll also be less traction on off-camber sections, as the wheel and tyre won't be able to move about and search out grip as you ride over. On the other hand, if you go too soft, the bike will have really unpredictable handling on the limit. For Lithos, we tested multiple carbon layups for the rear triangle of the bike, and all of our testers, with everyone from World Cup Enduro pros to relatively newbies, preferred a single Goldilocks option, which sat somewhere in between our stiffest and softest layups. So, as you can see, there really is a lot going on with the new Lithos, and we think it's the most capable enduro e-MTB we've ever made. If you'd like to find out more, check out the links in the description down below for more technical details and also a complete range overview. Thanks for watching.